Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the Mercedes Benz AMG GTS Edition 1. Huge shout out to 704 Exotics for providing this vehicle for me today. They're always getting in some really cool inventory. That link will be down in the description below. So the AMG behind us is actually wrapped matte black. They made this between 2015 and 2021 with an original starting MSRP right around $130,000. Now this model has the Edition 1 package, meaning that MSRP was closer to $144,000. Now with 35,000 miles, it's being listed for just over $70,000. So this is one heck of a vehicle to pick up on the used market. And let's get into what this is powered by now, which is a 4-liter twin-turbo V8. It's paired to a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic, and it pumps out 503 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque. Now there were also a few other trim levels that you could get. There was a Roadster, there was the GTR, the GTR Pro, which had 577 horsepower. So you had a few different options depending on what worked best for you. Now all of these are rear-wheel drive. This coupe in front of us weighs in around 3,700 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. Top speed is 193 miles an hour. It also has a fuel capacity of 17 gallons. You'll expect to see 16 miles per gallon in the city and 22 out on the highway. Now with the rest of the Edition 1 package, that includes the carbon fiber roof, you get AMG aerodynamics and a dynamic plus package, and then the unique staggered setup for the wheels. So they're 19s up front and 20s in the rear. You also get a Napa leather and the red accents, which I will show here soon. So starting up front, has a very distinctive design to it. Of course, with this model being wrapped, it also has a two-tone design up front, which is a nice accent. There's parking sensors too, massive Mercedes badge in the middle, along with a dual Mercedes logo up top there. Really nice design for the headlights, and then as you can tell, this has a massive hood to it. There's heat extraction vents in the back with those accents, and then very prominent lines running down the hood. For how stretched the hood is, it does give it a great look. And then you'll notice those AMG wheels along with the red brake calipers. Wheels are finished off in a gloss black, so it's a really nice combo with this particular model. You'll notice the V8 bi-turbo badge along with a trim accent for the lower side skirt. There's gloss black for the mirrors there. And then, like I mentioned, this gets the carbon fiber roof, which is a really nice touch to see. There's gloss black for the window trim there, and then some really nice lines coming down the side. If you're looking for pretty much an exotic muscle car, this is your option to go with. It has a very distinctive look to it, unlike any other vehicle. This also has a very massive gloss black trunk mounted spoiler. Now this can be raised and lowered. It will do that out on the highway, of course, or you can use a button on the interior in order to do that. There's a very slim LED taillight housing there. You do get a backup camera, all the parking sensors, and a dual exhaust on both sides. Now, with this being a coupe, it has more of a hatchback design to it as far as the cargo space goes. Now, there's no button on the rear of this model, so you do have to use the key fob in order to release that. And then, as you can tell, it's not very deep as far as its height goes, but for a two-door vehicle, you can still fit in a good bit of items for this. So it's a pretty practical vehicle, something that you could daily drive and put all the items in the back that you need to. And then you'll notice gloss black, so I believe that is the original color of this vehicle. And then for the interior, you get red stitching, all of the leather, there's a Burmester audio, even some storage in the lower section there, and then your window controls, power folding side mirrors. AMG is an illuminating badge down below, and then here's the AMG seats with all of the leather, red stitching, red seat belts. They are power operating too, so there's all of those adjustments on the side. They're even hidden down below where there's memory seating adjustments too. Now you have a small door sill there, but it's still pretty easy to get into. This model also comes with an Alcantara steering wheel. You'll notice Edition 1 on the lower section. Paddle shifters are on both sides. And then let's fire this up because it does have some modifications to it, so it is a little bit louder than stock. And coming back to the gauge cluster now, you do have a digital screen right in the middle. However, on the left and the right side, you'll notice the standard tach, miles per hour, fuel, and temperature. And then to go through that information, you have controls on the steering wheel here. So you can actually scroll through all of this, just depending on what you would like to see. If you push on home, then you can further get into this. So for a performance-oriented vehicle, this is going to be great for daily driving and just going through all of this information that you would like to see. You can set up the vehicle in various ways, just depending on how you want to drive for the day. So it has what you would want as far as that tech goes there. Now on the right side, you have Bluetooth, volume, voice commands too. And then you have an e-brake. You also have the rear wing, so you can push on that to deploy it. You have your headlight adjustments with one air vent. And then with the infotainment system, it's not a touch screen, so you do have the controls down below, pretty standard from Mercedes Benz at this time. So you can use these controls here to scroll through it and to get through all of this. So it's pretty easy to go through once you do get used to it. Now, this is mainly a driver's vehicle, so as long as you can pair your phone, I think you are good to go. And then if you need to get into some of this other information, you can. Now you have air vents underneath that, and then you have physical controls for your climates, which is nice to see. So you have all of those adjustments. It will also pop up with the menu on the screen up there, so you can further get through that. Now you do get cup holders, which is nice to see. You have volume for your audio. There's also the manual control, so that allows you to use the paddle shifters. You do get an engine start-stop feature. You have the exhaust note, so you can turn that on and off. And you do have two different suspension settings. You have traction control, the engine start-stop, and then check out the drive modes that you can go through. So there's individual, you have comfort, sport, sport plus, and a race setting. So you have a lot of different ways to drive this vehicle. And then here's the gear shifter. So it's kind of odd. You have to really put your arm behind the seat here in order to grab it. Simply just push it forwards though. You get a backup camera, and it looks like we maybe have a few angles here to go through. And then you have drive and park. Now you do get the Mercedes logo right on the center there. And then you have some auxiliaries with some storage. You get more storage in the glove box. And then it looks like you have garage door buttons or some kind of programming buttons underneath. And you have dome lights up top. This even has heated seats too. And you have parking sensors and the hazards. Now there's also alcantara for the headliner there. And then with the massive rear glass, along with those cargo windows there, you really don't have any blind spots. So you have a lot of visibility for this coupe. So setting off behind the wheel now for the AMG GT. Oh, just a mild acceleration. This has so much more potential than what I'm doing today. This is a pretty sweet vehicle for the price. Having something that's almost half what it used to cost with 35,000 miles on it for this 2016 is really nothing for this. So it's definitely a really cool, kind of exotic muscle car. We have that V8 engine. You get a little bit more exclusivity to it with the Mercedes Benz, of course, and a really nice coupe to drive. I've only put a few miles on this so far, and the seating position is really nice. I love the bolster support that this has to offer, and it just seems like the perfect driver's car. If you're looking for a coupe, you want something that has a lot of power and even tuning potential, of course. This is a great option to go with. It seems like the paddles are pretty responsive too, and I'm just going to leave that exhaust on because it sounds so good. Man, this has almost triple the potential that I'm doing today. This is a quick vehicle that is just going to be a lot of fun to drive. Now, it's something too that you could absolutely drive every single day. This has refinements to where it would be comfortable to daily drive, and then when you're ready to, you can go to the track, mountain roads, whatever it may be, and have a little bit more fun. So I think this really offers an all-around great vehicle for a sports car that's going to give you quite a lot. As far as headroom goes too, I'm 5'10". I have maybe 4 inches or so of headroom, and the seats are height adjustable. So you can be taller than me, I think, and still fit pretty comfortably in this vehicle. The paddles are very responsive too, which is nice to see. That is quick for even a mild acceleration like that. but I think this is pretty spacious too. It's not too tight feeling. You do have a good outlook over the hood, even with how long that hood is. I can see on that passenger side. And so we are still in sport mode, second gear. Here we go. That sounds so good. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the AMG. Now, this model here is a 2016. It's not really showing its age in terms of just the interior and how it feels. Now, for reference, I own a 2012 Audi R8. I don't have a touchscreen system, but I can pair my phone, listen to music. I can't really do anything past that. So this has a little bit more tech to it. I think you could probably play the nav and things like that from your phone. But to me, this is a vehicle that I personally like over a lot of the newer models that have so many different bells and whistles. I just want to get into a vehicle and drive. And this model here definitely gives you a lot more of that in terms of the different driving modes, in terms of performance, the tuning potential, the mods that you can do with this vehicle. And just a fun coupe to drive that's also practical for every day. With the space that you do get in the back, you can at least place in bags, small items, anything like that, to be able to comfortably drive this. So I like that we have creature comforts and gives you the performance that you want from a coupe. So I think it's a good blend of both, just so you can hop in this car and have some fun. But I think that is going to wrap it up for the Mercedes Benz AMG GTS Edition 1. Once again, a huge shout out to 704 Exotics for providing this exotic muscle car for me today. Take a look at their website. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. And I will see you all in the next video.